Aloha from Hawaii. I'm Junior Keikoewa Jr. So, what kind of results do we get for our clients? Well, number one, peace, serenity, calmness. So, let me explain. We're dealing with frequency and the neurotransmitters in your brain. Now, the human voice projects frequency, and when you do it at a very high rate, or let's call it velocity, things happen in the brain. And this promotes calm very quickly. So if you're experiencing anxiety, if you're experiencing frustration, all the negative emotions are rooted in fear. You need to know that. So if you're experiencing these things and like you've got anxiety, I don't know what to do, and like you're tied in knots inside, we fix that and we fix it quickly. Let me tell you a story. So I had this client and she came in because inside she was frustrated and seeking independence. So, and I love to tell her story. It's amazing. So she came in and we started working on her voice and we started, this process of ours. And what happened was the first thing that happened was her boyfriend, who just came around when he, wanted certain things, was no longer important to her anymore. It was no longer important for her to wait for him anymore. And as a result, consequently, she disconnected from him. That was the first thing that happened. Now, this was like, a month in. Now, during the second month, it was very interesting. During the second month, she got a job offer and it just came out of the sky. Okay, she was somewhere and we had been discussing, of course, we'd been discussing her looking for, better income, a higher level of employment, that kind of thing, like the next level kind of thing. And so what happened was she was somewhere at a social event, and someone said, "Hey, come work with us, over there at the hospital." And she's like, "Wow, really?" And so she applied and she got the job. The next thing was that she was overloaded with work, and she was working, 6 days a week and almost 12 hours a day, kind of thing, and so I told her, I said, "Well, this happens when you go to the higher level. There's more work involved." And so one day, now keep in mind, now she's seeking independence. This is the whole underlying thing, right? So one day, her mom asks her to do the laundry, and she pushes back. And her mom says, "Well, if that's the way you feel, then move out." And so she comes, and she cries. She's in my office and we're crying, she's crying and I'm trying to console her, kind of thing. I got the Kleenex going on. And I said, "No, you have to look at this as a positive thing, because sometimes when things happen, people don't see it for what it really is, for what the bottom underlying, motive really is, or the reason why." So I said, "No, this is your opportunity. You have to see this as a growth opportunity." But of course, she was afraid, so like anybody would be afraid, right? So we go through the process, calm, and we do the vocal exercise, we do breathing exercises, we do everything that we normally do, and we went through that, and there was calm again, and so she goes to the next step. Okay, then what happened was after that part of it, we start looking for a place. So I start even helping her and sending her suggestions. Oh, check over here, check this, check that. Now, in this process, she met someone, and so now there's new help, there's new love, there's new support, and it was really a good time for her. So she starts, looking, then she finds, right? Seek and ye shall find. And she found this place. So now she's got the place, right? And all along we're providing guidance. And this entire journey was about a 6-month journey. And so she's, in the middle of this 6-month journey, right? And these things start to happen. And so pretty soon, and now she's working at a hospital, and pretty soon, she starts to see the patterns. She starts to see these manifestations that are coming into her life that just keep arriving, keep showing up. And first the job comes out of nowhere, right? And then there's a little shakeup going on, and then something good comes. Then there's a little shakeup, and then something good comes. So you always have to sacrifice something in order to get to the next level, in order to do something else. So, in other words, what I'm really saying is one door has to close before the other door can open. That's just the way it is. And you have to let go. See, we as human beings don't like to let go. We like to hold on. We like to hold on to this door and hold on to this one and try to open this one while holding on just in case this doesn't work. Okay? And the difference, or what makes the difference, is faith. You have to have faith. So faith allows you to let go, and faith allows you to pull this door open with ease. And when you are at ease in here, okay, everything out here is easy. When you're tense in here, everything out here is difficult. So everything out here reacts to everything in here. So our method is fixing in here. If we fix our clients in here, everything out there changes automatically. Okay? If you want to change your circumstances, if you want to change what's going on in your life, all you have to do is change the way you think about them. Now, let's discuss that. So, if you're thinking about something in a, let's say, negative manner, or let's say in a bad way, whatever, however you want to put it. But if you're thinking of things in those terms, you're not, chances are you're stressed inside. Chances are you feel anxiety inside. Chances are that in here, something is not right, or let's say not peaceful or not calm. In Hawaii, we say not pono. Okay. And if things are not, calm in here, then the decisions that you make are not necessarily going to be the ideal ones. And I'll tell you why. The reason why is because when you're tense in here and you make a decision, okay, chances are that decision will be tied to more tension, more stress, okay, because like attracts like, because your energy is tense. Now, if you're relaxed in here, okay, then whatever you choose to bring into your life is probably not going to be tense, you see? So, because it can't be. If you're fully relaxed in here and like, all good, kind of chill kind of thing, right? Then what you bring into your life is going to be synonymous with that vibe, that vibration. Now, what this voice exercise does, that we work with the voice, there's four different components that we use. There's four pillars. But the vocalization process is what gets people down really quick. And when I say down, I don't mean down in mood. I mean just down in levels of anxiety, down in levels of fear, down in levels of, overthinking, right? Because what happens, the thing that ruins manifestations the most is when somebody attempts to manifest something, right? And then in here, there's self-doubt, right? There's negative self-talk. And it derails people. Because in here, it's like, well, I don't really, I wonder if I could do that. No, maybe not. And what happens is you allow your left brain, okay, your logic side, to rationalize everything away. Because pretty soon it's like, I wrote an affirmation for $500 this month. Well, I don't know how I could do that. Nah, probably not. That kind of thing. People do that all the time. And what do? They talk themselves out of it. Okay, or let's say it another way, they counter manifest. If you're really trying to manifest something properly, and I learned this a long, long time ago, if you're really trying to manifest something properly, what you do is you believe 1000% that yes, this is going to happen, to the point where you kind of feel delusional, okay? But you go along with your delusion if you're nice and calm, okay? So hear me out. This is what I mean, okay? If you're nice and calm inside, it's not a challenge to say, okay, I'm going to do this. Yes, this is going to happen. It's not a challenge. You know what's a challenge? When you're all tense in here and you're full of fear and anxiety, and then you try to make a conscious decision, and then you try to stick to that decision, but inside you're like this, and it wrestles back and forth. Oh, maybe me, yeah, okay, I can't. Oh, no, I don't know. Well, yeah, no, we're gonna do this. No, but you know what happened the last time? That kind of thing, that's what I'm talking about. So here's the thing. We get people down and relaxed in the mind first, okay, in the head. And this relaxes everything else, okay? When people are relaxed and calm, they make great decisions. Decisions determine outcome, okay? And outcome, right? A good outcome is what you want. That's ideal. So, if you're in the ideal state, then you make the ideal choice, then you get the ideal result. And that's the way life works. So, what happened to my client? Well, something very wonderful, right? They move in together, they have a beautiful relationship going. She has the job, she has the relationship, she has the independence. She's no longer at home under mommy's roof, and she's having a great life. The caveat here, okay, there's a caveat. One of the things that happened, the byproducts of all of this, she was inspired. She was working. She works as a more on the administrative side of things, but because she was in a hospital, and because she was around nurses, she became inspired to become a nurse, and she is pursuing nursing school. So, like, this makes me feel wonderful. This is why I do what I do. I see miracles like this, and I call it miracles because some people get stuck and stay stuck for the rest of their lives, and they keep going in a circle. And the reason why they keep going in a circle of negativity, a circle of negative self talk, a circle of doubt, a circle of fear, is because they don't know anything else. And, if they take medicine or if they do certain applications, sometimes it works for a while. But guess what? If you don't train your subconscious mind, it slowly shifts back. And then in a couple of weeks, a couple of months, you're back repeating the same processes that you've always done, and that will bring the same results that you've always gotten. So come see me, click the link. I can help. I'm Junior. Aloha from Hawaii.